Hello there and welcome to my first DVD in the series The Philosophy of the Ground Pass, playing with space, speed and the ball. This series deals with Tiki Taka and one touch. Our focus is, of course, on how to structure practice sessions, but also extremely important is how to coach these features. In this DVD, we'll emphasize the 6-cone drill, including a number of variations. This 6-cone arrangement facilitates training the elements of the ground pass. The exercise itself is not the only important part. Of utmost importance is practicing the details. How do I coach these forms? In the internet, in books and presentations, you'll find many ideas for these drills. But it's essential to understand, how do I coach them? How do I make them accessible to my players? Details as to the coaching of it are key, and the coach's effectiveness in improving his players. In the setup of these 6-cone drills, several items are important. How do I manage to create pressure situations for my players? How does the pressure in pace get practiced? And how about pressure of time? Then there is mental pressure, which should be part of a practice session, and the pressure of getting a positive result in the game. This DVD presents answers to these questions. A coach needs to consider these before a session and has to be prepared as to how to execute the best training for his players. We know the importance of seeing everything on the part of the coach. He cannot just be a passive observer, but needs to take an active part. He has to try to apply appropriate coaching. The coach's brain needs to run down the film of what is to happen in a good session. Do I pay attention only to the player with the ball, or should I also keep an eye on the player without the ball? Do I only see the space in which the pass is played, or am I aware also of the area where the pass is intended to go? The coach has to see it all and suggest adjustments where necessary. When looking at space and the ball-distant player, the coach has to note what the pass recipient does. Where are the players who are prepared for their first ball? Are they ready for the second ball? And to show this, we have an animation here. You can see this animation in the background, and the question is, what does our 6-cone drill have to do with an 11 versus 11 situation? In the 11 versus 11 shown here, you can see the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3 system. As I click on the scene, we can see the back four have the ball, more specifically the central defender has it. And we can also see the number 6 player, who is the ball near player, and who moves towards the ball carrier. But this central defender skips a line and plays the ball to his number 10. As we follow the action, the number 10 has the ball, but everything around him changes. The number 6 player comes to the ball. As a coach, I recognize the importance of what the number 7 does. He creates space for the number 10, and the number 11 does the same thing. In other words, the two wing players do not simply run into the center and reduce space. As we click on, the game changes again. All of a sudden, the number 7 has the ball, the number 10 is involved, and the whole back four line as well as the number 6 move up and are connected again. It is important for the number 11 to stay wide and draw his defender out, which creates space in which hopefully our number 9 can complete the action and score a goal. It is always interesting to see what happens around the ball, of course, but it is just as important what happens away from the ball. These players here are absolutely important, and the coach has to realize that. You will note that our 6-cone drill took a cue from the scene in the game. We always keep in mind the 11 versus 11 situation, and I'm always aiming towards that. And our DVD is designed to show realistic and helpful ways to conduct practice sessions, always with the 11 versus 11 in mind, and using variations of our 6-cone grid in the hope that this will improve you as a coach. And a better coach produces better players. I hope you'll enjoy the first part of this DVD series.